Douluo, Star Officials Challenge, everyone is stronger than Tang San. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author, we do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Period. We are discussing how break through Jialing Pass in one go. Inside the temporary meeting building, Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing sit in the main seat. Marshal Jialong of the Heavendao Empire and Marshal Akan of the Star Luo Empire. Combat deployment is being explained. Sudden. Heavendao Emperor Zhu Bang and Emperor Xingluo Dai Xiangxing. After hearing the news from the general, the two stood up at the same time. There was joy on his face, well known. Heo Xianzong is the Douluo Continent. One of the last three cases. It used to be enough in Wuhun and the existence of competition just behind ago. Heo Xianzong's 7 titled Douluo elders with suzerain Tang Zio made a strong comeback, although past Tang San drew twice Doom Potion effect. Heo Xianzong's original 7 titled Douluo elders, there is only one elder left. There are also those with level 93 soul power. Tang Zio, the patriarch of the Haoshan school, coupled with the collapse of the sect, power plummeted, but the overall strength of Heo Xianzong still no small boon. Now can come to support the two empires. Definitely one great joy. Heavendao Emperor Zhu Bang waved his hand. Daxi said, hurry up and invite the suzerain of the Haoshan school, there are elders and masters coming in. Then just now and Dai Xiangxing look at each other and nod. The two sat down with a smile on their faces. Marshal Gailong and Marshal Akan walked to the left and right sides and sit down. General below shouted, yes, your majesty, immediately. Quickly exit the gate of the meeting building. After more than a minute, take the suzerain of Heo Xianzong, the Haoshan school, Tang Zio, the elder who leads the sect, disciple, come to support the two empires, attack Jialing Pass, righteousness. I stand for the people of the world. Thank you, Sect Master Tang. Sect Master Tang, all elders. Please take your seat quickly. Again, it must be invincible. Just get rid of this cancerous tumor in Wuhun. The forces of all parties can sit back and relax. Douluo Continent can do it. Hundreds of years of peace. After Tang Zio took his seat, looking at the 7 elders who looked angrily, sighed and said, I am Heo Xianzong. Period. Originally there were 8 titled Douluo, but because, inside the luck challenge, Tang San's mistake, 2 bottles of Doom Potion directly destroyed the entire Haoshan school, there are only 2 titled Douluo left in the sect. Strength and background are both damaged. In this situation, if it is calmed down by the Spirit Hall, then Heo Xianzong, I'm afraid it hasn't arrived yet. Tang San and Tang Hao leave the luck challenge, the sect will be razed to the ground by the Spirit Hall. So this time, no matter what the cost, the Hall of Spirits must be destroyed. The hatred accumulated over the years, together liquidate. Others eyes. Despite the two empires has an army of 2 million, but soul masters are lacking in strength. Heavendao Empire side there is a title Douluo Poison. Douluo Dugubo sits in charge. The 4 elemental colleges can be transferred, coupled with the power of the Royal Academy. Star Luo Empire side, it is headed by the Zhu family. Some soul masters inherit the family, although the strength is not weak, but the overall number of soul masters, but it can't compare with Wuhun at all, although Wuhun all the high level combat power disappeared, but a lean camel is bigger than a horse. Wuhun is the mainland. The largest soul master organization has more than half of the soul master reserves plus Jinringsu before. With a bottle of innate level 3 soul power potion will the entire Wuhun up and down. Among them are those who cannot cultivate. Ordinary civilians unconditionally promoted to level 3. Innate soul power. Tens of millions of soul masters were born. Form a magnificent situation where all the people are soldiers. Even if there are tens of millions of soul masters, almost all of them were before no fighting power. Civilians who have no sense of cooperation, but it can't stand the large number have to guard against. Now there is one of the above 3 cases. Heo Xianzong come to support. The chances of winning have improved a lot. Pass, destroy the Spirit Hall, return the people of the world to a peaceful and prosperous world. Tang Zio nodded. Look around the audience, then he frowned and said, dare to ask your majesty, why didn't you see me there? A member of the 7 treasure glazed tile school. As soon as the words came out, angry clenched fists. Dai Xiangxing and Marshal Akan, they all looked towards the avalanche. Seeing this, Zhu Bang snorted coldly, but he could only sigh and say, 7 treasure glazed tile school. These years, I have always supported the Heavendao Empire, the suzerain of the 7 treasure glazed tile school, Lin Feng. It is even more valued by my father. Whoever thought, before the luck challenge starts, my father was killed by the luck challenge starts. Pope of the Wuhun Palace, Bibi Dong sneak attack. Assassination. Death with hatred. Zhu Bang's words come to this point is completely closed. Before leaving with Gu Rong, leave the magic array defense, make the sect's defense impregnable. Ning Fengzi and Ning Rongrong, and Jian Daojin Xin, go to Wuhun City and surrender. It is said that he was imprisoned. In these words of the avalanche full of anger and regret, Seven Treasure Glazed Tile Sect is the only auxiliary sect in Douluo Continent. It is also the wealthiest sect. It inherits the martial spirit Seven Treasures Glazed Pagoda when fighting. Period. Can greatly enhance the strength of the army, but choose return to Wuhun Palace for a while. Everyone in the audience, all in this moment, looks secretly cast aside. Despise Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School. It is simply a disgrace to the name of the last three sects. However, at this moment before entering the meeting building, the general who reported he rushed to the door again. Get down on one knee, shouted respectfully, report to His Majesty Xiandao, report to His Majesty Xingluo, the suzerain of the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School. Ning Fengzi led at this moment, all the disciples of the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School, come to support, now wait outside the camp. Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing Tang Zhao. 7 elders marshal Gornakon element al. All of them were stunned. The expression looked extremely strange. Zhu Bang snorted coldly. Majestic said, the person who passed on Ning Fengzi comes in. The general replied, yes, your majesty. The plane immediately. A few minutes later, Ning Fengzi was supported by Ning Rongrong. With a jeweled cane. Enter the gate of the meeting building. Discover everyone here. Use questioning. He stared at himself with cold eyes. Ning Fengzi felt a lot of pressure in his heart. He tried to look excited on the surface. Ning Rongrong is still young. He lowered his head deeply, looked extremely nervous. Everyone used this to observe the clues. Fengzi even more angrily. Ning Fengzi and Ning Rongrong came down. Ning Fengzi was the same as before. He bowed humbly. Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School. Ning Fengzi, meet your majesties. I've seen you all. Ning Rongrong nervously followed up and said, Ning Rongrong, pay homage to your two majesties. Avalanche sits first on the upper left. He stared coldly at Ning Fengzi below with a skinny smile. He said, Ning Fengzi, you are not with Sword Douluo. Go to Wuhun City together. Has Gijiang Wuhundian been imprisoned? Why did it suddenly appear here? You have to figure it out. My Majesty Xingluo and I call an army of 2 million. Meet here. It is to break through Jialing Pass in one fell swoop. Destroy the Spirit Hall. Seven Treasure Glazed Tile Sect is here to support at this time. It really surprised me. Dai Xiangxing smiled playfully, followed by saying, Your Majesty Zhu Bang, be safe and don't be impatient. I'll wait and listen to Sect Master Ning to explain the reason. Maybe the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School. It's not necessarily that there is something unspeakable. Zhu Bang cooperated and said, Forget it, Ning Fengzi. I will give you. I hope you cherish it. Explain well. At the same time, Tang Zhao on the left and right show any flaws. Ning Fengzi was annoyed. He can see it naturally. Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing are together, collaborate with each other, but now the situation is weaker than people. The Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School must also be attached to empires. Destroy the Wuhun Palace. Then Ning Feng is respectful. I made a salute, unhurriedly said. Period. Report to your majesties. Before, Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School closed the sect. Ning Fengzi and his daughter Ning Rongrong, under the escort of Sword Douluo, go to Wuhun City to surrender. It's all my conspiracy plan, just to let Wuhundian relax your vigilance. Immediately Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing Tang Zhao 7 elders marshal Gorna marshal Khan. Everyone was shocked. Glazed Tile Sect is just for this. Let Wuhundian relax its vigilance. The current Wuhun City, empty inside. The main force, already rushed to a Jialing Pass, to deal with the two great empires. 2 million cavalry summoned. Therefore, I belong to the Seven Treasure Glazed Tile School. Elder Sword Douluo Chengxin, take advantage of this opportunity. Join forces with the powerhouses of other small forces. Go straight to the dragon. Kill to the Pope's palace, the one who will guard the Wuhun Palace in Wuhun City. Everyone, carry out the massacre. Destroy the foundation of Wuhun Temple. If my prediction is correct, the entire Wuhun City, I'm afraid it has been bloodbath now. Gore are everywhere. Blood flowed like a river. If the two majesties don't believe it, you can send someone to Wuhun City. Check it out. You can know. Ning Fengzi, said what I said. Is it true or not? Immediately Ning Feng is proud of himself. Confident words it sounded in the quiet meeting building. Everyone's faces shocked. I really didn't expect it. What Ning Fengzi said. The Seven Treasure Glazed Tile Sect conspired. It would be to take advantage of the emptiness inside Wuhun City. Directly bloodbath Wuhun City. Destroy the base of Wuhundian. But considering various possibilities, everyone here, and there is no choice. He completely believed in Ning Feng's one-sided words. With a skeptical attitude. At this time, the general rushed into the meeting building again. This time he looked extremely excited. Even the steps seemed extremely brisk. Come to the side of Ning Fengzi. Get down on one knee. Respectfully shouted. Report to His Majesty Xian Dao. Agent is here to report. There was a sudden massacre inside Wuhan City. It has already caused tens of thousands of deaths. According to some sources from Wuhan City, the people who escaped knew it, so it's from Wuhan City. Sword Douluo Continent is waiting for the strong. Join together, attack the Pope's palace, worship hall, massacre the personnel of Wuhan Hall wantonly. The entire Wuhan City, the number of people alive today, 10 is less than 1 or 2. The death toll is still increasing, and, when the spies are rushing back, also discovered, Wuhandian sent to support Jialing Pass, 2 Super Soul Master Legions, Holy Dragon Legion and Angel Legion, all return along Wuhan City. The march is very hasty, according to the current speed, should be rushing back to Wuhan City soon, that is to say, inside Jialing Pass, only a few now. It is composed of the following 4 sects. Soul Master Defense Legion, it's the best time to attack. When the general's words were finished, sitting above, Zhu Bang and Dai Xiangxing both stood up at the same time. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Period. His face was shocked. It turned into excitement and joy. Tang Xiao 7 Elders Marshal Gorna Marshal Khan also the same expression. Did not expect the 7 treasure glazed tile skull turned out to be true. Have a plan taking advantage of the emptiness inside Wuhan City from the heart of sword fighting. Luo Chen cooperate with the masters of other small forces. Bloodbath. Wuhan City destroyed the Wuhun Temple solid for many years. Base Wuhan City simply gratifying before the avalanche for 7 treasure glazed tile skull. Angry towards Ning Fengzi. The hatred is completely gone. Put on a friendly smile on your face. Hurry up and go up. Hold Ning Fengzi's hand excitedly said. Sect Master Ning, I'm sorry for the rudeness just now. To you, I apologize. To the 7 treasure glazed tile school, thanks for this. Sect Master Ning's plan, only by letting Wuhandian relax its vigilance, so easy. Bloodwash Marshal Soul City, break the foundation of Wuhan Hall. This move not only boosted morale for the army of soul masters in Wuhandian, psychological, too, a heavy blow. Sect Master Ning and the 7 treasure glazed tile school, it's a great achievement. Wait until the battle is won. Break through Jialing Pass. After destroying the Spirit Hall, I will definitely reward you heavily. Sect Master Ning, please take your seat quickly. A modest smile on the surface, he said. Your Majesty is serious. Wuhandian is our common enemy. 7 treasure glazed tile sect did this secretly. It's all as it should be. In addition, this time it's aimed at Wuhandian. Make a plan. Did not report to His Majesty in advance. Let His Majesty worry. I hope His Majesty will come down. Time's plan. It's perfect. Bloodwash Marshal Soul City destroyed the foundation of the Wuhun Temple. It can be said that it severely damaged the Wuhan Hall. There are merits, no faults. Ning Fengzi continued. Thank you, Your Majesty. After the words fell, he patted the daughter next to him the back of Ning Rongrong's hand. Tell her not to be nervous. Tang Xiao and the 7 elders Marshal Gorna Khan Marshal and others, they all cast kind eyes on Ning Fengzi. It's come to this point. Wuhandian belongs to various forces. Common enemy. They all have a common goal, that is, the destruction of the Spirit Hall. Next, after up to 2 hours after deliberation, Heaven Dao Emperor Zhu Bang stood up with a wave of his arms. Majesty declared, Marshal Jialong, follow the established plan, rectify the 3 armies. Tonight is midnight. Launch a general attack on Jialing Pass. Marshal Jialong knelt down on one knee. Shen Sheng replied, Yes, Your Majesty. Dai Xiangxing is at this time. He also stood up and gave the order, Marshal Khan, the army of my Star Luo Empire, follow the original plan. Tonight is midnight. Cooperate with the Heaven Dao army. Launch a general attack. Marshal Khan clenched his right hand into a fist, put it on the left chest and say, Yes, Your Majesty. Ning Fengzi and Ning Rongrong, get up and go to the center. Ning Fengzi leaned on a jeweled cane. Ning Sheng said. Period. His Majesty, then I am the 7 treasure glazed tile school, according to the plan, in the rear of the army, provide auxiliary buffs for the army, help the army, Tang Xiao and the 7 elders. He came to the center and clasped his fists and said, His Majesty, Legion, led the battle, Cover the army to advance. Ready, just wait until midnight. 2 million cavalry. A general attack will be launched at the same time. Fight for one fell swoop. Take Jialing Pass. Another bang. Destroy the entire Wuhan Hall on the other side of Jialing Pass. Added hundreds. The strength reaches Contras. The cardinals were all present. Add to that the original hundreds of cardinals. There are more than 1,000 Contras in total. A legion of 100,000 soul masters. An army of 500,000 low-level soul masters. That is just from civilians promoted to a civil army of soul masters. There are also temporary gatherings. 300,000 troops already deployed. The next 4 cases: Elephant Armor Sect, Fire Leopard Sect, Black Tiger Sect, Wind Sword Sect, plus the Antelope Sect, Bird Peak Sect, Holy Dragon Sect, and other sects. All the disciples are here. Already done well with the 2 empires. 2 million troops were called up for the final battle. Although the martial Soul City in the rear, there was unrest. In Holy Dragon Legion and the Angel Legion has rushed to help. The morale of the army must be stabilized now, waiting for the start of the decisive battle. The high-level combat power of Wuhan is not there, even if there is internal turmoil, but now it is quelled. Wuhan Hall goes up and down. One mind. This war has been planned for many years, just didn't expect it. Now it will start like this. The Pope of Wuhan, the big priest, and others are not there. 6 offerings. 12 titled Douluo elders. 88 quasi-titled Douluo elders disappear collectively. This is for Wuhan. There are great hidden dangers. But after all, years of sharpening a sword, just for this battle, the interior of Wuhan responded to this. Personnel coordinated and orderly like a sharp sword, just waiting for the war to start. Kill the enemy. The entire Douluo world, the human continent in the middle. All forces are paying attention to Jialing Pass, plus information about the specific situation of Wuhan City. Golden Crocodile Douluo. Before rushing to Jialing Pass, a blockade was ordered. Avoid spreading the word so quickly. So current, most soul masters and civilians still in a bad mood. The attitude of Wuhan start to stand in line. The act of surrendering to the 2 empires. There are also some forces and personnel. Stay neutral and wait and see. But in the end, hundreds of millions of human beings understand. The Douluo Continent that has been quiet for so many years. Upheaval is coming again. After this Battle of Jialing Pass, 2 great empires and Wuhan, there will only be one side be able to hold on to the last laugh. The results will wait and see. Airlock Challenge. Canyon of Kings Map. Secret Realm. Period. Endless forest in the cave at night. Bibi Dong and Jinringsu, the 2 are here to cultivate and adjust their breath. Open for tomorrow's canyon summit. Prepare for Hoyu Heo, Jin Daolia Gurong and the others. They all take turns outside to watch the night. Sudden wisps of majestic purple air emerge from the surrounding space. The space was torn apart abruptly. A silver-haired young man in white get out of it. P.S. Chapter 2, February 3rd. Chapter 205. Opening up to each other and kissing. Jinringsu, Senior, will you always be nice to me like today? Points. Nowadays Jinringsu opened at 9 tests on the position of the God of Life. Passed the first 3 exams directly. Soul Power level 97. Bibi Dong turned on the Rakshasa God. 9 tests of God position. Jinringsu. They all opened their eyes abruptly. Caught the eyes. A handsome, matchless, a young man with an extraordinary temperament walked towards them. Bibi Dong and Jinringsu, they were all slightly astonished. Quickly stood up and saluted respectfully. Shouted, "Goodbye, Senior. I don't know that Senior is here this time. What's the matter?" Lin Feng's gaze at first glance, it looks tense. The shy Jinringsu, then he looked at the terrified Bibi Dong. With a friendly smile, he said, "Bibi Dong, tomorrow is the top of the canyon, the day of opening. I have something to do with Jinringsu." In a quiet cave, a man's voice sounded. It was extremely rare for Bibi Dong to see her senior smiling. So humble said, "I understand, Senior, you talk to Xiaoxu, you guys talk." Bibi Dong finished speaking. Wei winked at her daughter meaningfully. "Turn around and walk out of the cave." Jinringsu wasn't that nervous before. "I was hinted by my mother." Looked in front of him. She looks beautiful, has the temperament of a royal lady, noble, glamorous. Jinringsu, slender figure, front convex, back warped, a pair of white long legs such as suet white jade, panoramic view, but at this time flushed like a delicate little girl. Show like this shy, nervous look, it really has a different kind of charm. It made Lin Feng's heart itch irrepressible. He wanted to tease Jinringsu. Take a good look at her. Impulse. Ever since the cave is very quiet, neither of them spoke. The atmosphere gradually became subtle. Lin Feng stood quietly on the spot. Appreciate the closeness in front of you, the perfect woman. Jinringsu lowered her head deeply. Even without looking up, she can feel it. There are 2 burning eyes fall on the body as if he could see through himself for a while. Period. Heartbeat. His cheeks were as red as blood, worrying and nervous and some joy, Anticipation. Since this time women have a hard time calm down, the heart get picked up again. There used to be two people in the small world of hell. The picture of hugging and snuggling appeared from Jinriksu's mind. That kind of happiness, warm feeling, haunting, lingering. A few minutes passed. Jinriksu mustered up the courage to raise her head. When she met the man's eyes, breathing stopped suddenly. The heart mentioned the throat. The man's eyes are as tender as water inside the pupil. It also reflects his own figure. This is valued, be contained. The feeling of being pampered. Let Jinriksu's daughter heart feel happy again each other. We are speechless between two hearts closer than ever. Jinriksu was full of joy. The deer bumped in my heart. Plop, plop, non. Stop. The key is that she also enjoys it very much. I like this warm feeling. How I wish time would stay in this moment forever. It is belonging to the two of them, a lone world of two people. At this time Lin Feng moved, obviously not much action, but it scared Jinriksu very much. Body subconscious take a step back, but the next moment she found out this man in front of him, he wasn't like last time. Go forward boldly, do something outrageous to yourself but in place. Look at yourself tenderly, spread your arms out, make a hug gesture. His eyes expressed anticipation. Jinriksu was stunned, nervous, and the restless heart calmed down. His lips moved slightly. Hold with both hands. I don't know what I'm thinking, but her cheek turned red directly to the ears. Makes her more attractive, like a ripe peach variety, and delicious, has an unparalleled allure. Jinriksu raised her head. She glanced shyly. This handsome man in front of him. He hesitated for a long time, finally took a step, walked towards Lin Feng. With the distance between the two getting closer, her heart, it was like getting an electric shock. Heartbeat keeps accelerating. There was a faint smile on the corner of his mouth, and because of the shyness of her daughter's family, don't dare to look into a man's eyes in a quiet cave. Echoing high heels rubbing against the ground, there was a da-da sound. Stop. At the end Jinriksu came to the handsome man. Look at each other's outstretched arms, open arms. There is really a very strong one. The urge to dive into it, but she persisted. The reservedness of the daughter's family just stood there quietly, flushed cheeks. Keep your head down, man and woman. It seems that they are all angry, betting on who will take this last step. Lin Feng looked at Jinriksu in this state. Look at the beautiful woman in front of you. The heart becomes relaxed. Previously, because the cosmic killer ape demon, the pressure brought by the invasion of the 13 universes, all after seeing Jinriksu. Even just watching her quietly, it's all a very happy thing. Period. But Lin Feng is always the same, can't help but want to play tricks. Jinriksu, keep your arms open, use a slightly nasty tone said. Jinriksu, the temperature in the cave is a little low. Do you want to come into my arms, be warmer? The man's words fell in Jinriksu's ears. It made her face slightly startled. Bite your lips hard, hold your head up. Blame this guy with a blank look. I wanted to express the meaning of being speechless. It seems to be full of styles. Lin Feng at this time. Come forward quickly. Before Jinriksu could react directly and forcefully, he hugged her whole body in his arms. Until Jinriksu found out. Came from his waist. When the man's burning palm temperature, little white rabbit lean on the man, thick warm arms, listening to the powerful heartbeat. The heart becomes more at ease and warm. But she is sensitive. The temperature of the body keeps rising. Like a burning furnace. Now. Not only is her face extremely rosy, the skin all over the body was flushed, wide and red. Everywhere on the body. Unleash the fatal allure of a woman. Lin Feng hugged tightly. This is shy in my arms. A soft woman, forgotten the tip of the nose, sniffed lightly the refreshing body fragrance of a woman. Enjoy it very much, and miss this feeling. Lin Feng made a mistake. Arms around Jinriksu's slender waist, gently touch up. Jinriksu's reproachful gaze. He coughed lightly in embarrassment. You can only let go of your hands. Jinriksu took the opportunity to leave the man's embrace. The body stepped back. Until it is maintained between the two. After a distance of 2 meters. Only then stopped. He stared at the guy in front of him vigilantly. Lin Feng smiled bitterly and said, is this necessary, officer? Am I that kind of person? Jinriksu stared at the man coldly. He hummed and said, you are, just now your hand. Anyway, no man is a good thing. Of shock, she suddenly remembered this man in front of him. He is no ordinary man, it's a high-ranking star official. Senior hastily lowered his body slightly with an anxious look. He said, Senior, forgive me, I didn't mean to be rude, deliberately offending seniors. It's just that she didn't finish her sentence. Lin Feng's stern face showed a gentle smile again. He stepped forward and said with a smile, Jinriksu, I am teasing you, it's okay. Talking, he came in front of Jinriksu, reached out, habitually pinched her face. Jinriksu was stunned for a while. Feel it from your face, transmitted temperature. Bite your lips. Tears welled up in the corners of his eyes. He looked pitifully at the front of his eyes. This guy, she was really scared. Can't see when the seniors will really angry. Period. When are you joking again? Lin Feng is used to pinching silly girl's face to play with, now pinching Jin Ringsu's face. Found a lot of difference in feel. Shan Yu's face has that tight feeling. Jin Ringsu was that kind of pure softness. Two people are different, but now it is Jin Ringsu staring at it like this, especially with tears in her eyes. It made Lin Feng feel guilty. He could only withdraw his hand resentfully. And at this moment, Jin Ringsu kept raising her heart. Relaxed a little. When the man's palm leaves his face, there was another feeling of emptiness in my heart. Blurted out and said, "Senior, are you treat other women like you do to me?" Asked this sentence out. Jin Ringsu regretted it. She understands that seniors are honorable. Even various god thrones can be given at will. Then his true strength, what amazing heights will it reach? How can it be humble? It's just the title Douluo's own strength able to reach, looking up to the existence. Jin Ringsu thought of this. My heart was instantly filled with inferiority complex. Lin Feng's face paused. I didn't expect Jin Ringsu to be so sudden, ask such questions. I don't know why. Even a little guilty silly girl came to mind. Smiling all day heartless look reappeared in the past. Kayankan asks about the Valley of Love. Who Liena was lying in a pool of blood. A picture of her long sword stuck in the chest. The mood becomes complicated. Lin Feng let out a heavy breath, trying to keep a smile on his face. Looking at the tears in front of me, the woman coaxed and said, "Jin Ringsu, stop thinking about it. You are the most beautiful in my heart, the most holy, irreplaceable. Okay, don't cry, don't be angry. Okay." Lin Feng just finished speaking. Jin Ringsu stepped forward into his arms. Bury your head in the man's chest. Choked up and cried. Eyes are red. Tears slid down the corners of his eyes. Lin Feng looked at the woman in his arms. It suddenly became so sad. Pat her on the back with both hands. Reassuringly said, "Jin Ringsu, touch you indiscriminately again." Jin Ringsu listened to these words. Stop crying. Look up at the picture in front of you. Man's handsome face. Squeeze out 3 words. Hold me tight. Lin Feng froze for a moment, but he hasn't reacted yet. Jin Ringsu has already grabbed the one on his jade back. 2 big hands put it on your pretty waist that you can grasp tightly. Continue to bury your head into the man's chest. Lin Feng smiled bitterly, quietly holding the woman in his arms. Feel the warmth of the two. Alone since traveling to Douluo Continent. Lonely heart got some relief. Heart warm, although there are silly girls by my side, but Shan Yu is just a mobile phone. After all, there are no human emotions. It couldn't fill the emptiness in Lin Feng's heart. He looked peacefully in his arms. This beautiful woman. His eyes gradually fell into obsession. The most primitive male desire arises. Keep your head down. He kissed Jin Ringsu's lips. Jin Ringsu's body visibly trembling. His eyes fixed on the face of the man who is close at hand. The strength of the struggle is getting smaller and smaller. In the end, he hooked his hands around the man's neck. The temperature inside the cave is heating up. A cute kitten, leaning in his arms. Such a happy, warm feeling. Unprecedented, incomparably satisfied and comfortable. Jin Ringsu's face was rosy. His eyes are as gentle as water. There was a sweet smile on his lips. A woman's heart is conquered. Let go of your defenses and vigilance. Accepted this man. Period. This is fine. No pretense required. The feeling of being a happy little woman. It is so warm and precious. Now this moment. Jin Ringsu felt herself. She is the happiest woman in the world. Suddenly, Lin Feng's gentle face. The eyes are at this moment exuding an icy chill. His eyes looked in the direction of the cave entrance. A figure was found standing there. Ho you hail? I think you are courting death. Lin Feng let out a low drink. Terrible majesty crushes the past. It was only heard outside the cave. There was a shrill scream, then nothing happened. Jin Ringsu was also awakened. The good atmosphere was broken. Lin Feng held out his hand for Jin Ringsu's forehead. A few wisps. Messy blonde traction behind the ear reveal a delicate, a perfect pretty face. Can't help but look a few more times. Slowly let go of Jin Ringsu said. Jin Ringsu, tomorrow will be the day when the top of the canyon opened. Take a good rest. I am very much looking forward to your next performance. Come on. Lin Feng finished speaking the last word. Tear open space. Just walk into it. When Jin Ringsu was let go by the man, feeling empty inside when the two had just kissed, love and warmth for each other lingering in the heart, but it made her feel even more inferior. Listen to each other's words. Looking at the back of the man. Watching him about to walk into the space. The heart was deeply touched. Excitedly rushed up and shouted, "Senior, wait a minute." Then, hard from behind. Hold a man's body tightly, unwilling to separate. Lin Feng stopped. Turn around and look in the eyes again. Wipe the tears from her eyes. Gentle said, Jin Ringsu, is there anything else you need? Jin Ringsu looked at the man in front of her. Look at him this time. Be gentle with yourself. Doting look. I was very moved. With trembling lips, he said, Senior, you will do it in the future. Will you still be so nice to me? I'm afraid that Senior will leave today. Everything will change in the future. was covered. Grandpa Jin Daoli brought him up suffering from Mother Bibi Dong's cold eyes. This goes all the way herself. Esteem is very strong. I just want to be strong. Fulfill Grandpa's wish. Inherit the inheritance of the gods enshrined by the angel family. Angel god Jin Ringsu has no feelings. All I have in my heart is Bibi Dong's hatred and the desire to become stronger. Later, the appearance of the Star Official Challenge in the martial arts arena of Xiandao Palace. Jin Ringsu saw Xingwen for the first time. See this handsome man. Also from childhood to adulthood. The heart of the daughter's home. The first ripples. There are all kinds of inexplicable things. Unexplained emotions. At that time, I was in the Star Official Challenge arena. She remembers it well. Starting a spiritual challenge. Attack with all your might. After exhaustion, the seniors took action in person. Put your arms around your waist. Picked her up from the sky in that short 2 or 3 seconds. Jin Ringsu's heart beat faster. My mind went blank. Instinctively feel shy and nervous. At a loss. This is her first time to being touched by the opposite sex. It is the most unforgettable experience of a lifetime. Later, Jin Ringsu learned about it from Bibi Dong. It turned out that seniors the only time save the challenger with your own hands. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Period. Just to myself, this is a clear preference. Touches a woman's heartstrings. The seeds of love are planted and grow out of control. Jin Ringsu followed after Mother Bibi Dong met maternal love lost in childhood. It was quickly made up. Grandpa Jin Daolu the relationship with his mother Bibi Dong. Be relieved. Jin Ringsu was trying hard to let go after obsession with the past. Accepted all. Return to Wuhun and reappear in front of the world as the young master in her love for her predecessors. It also deepens unconsciously. Jin Ringsu only remembered since then almost every Star Official Challenge she will be there just to be far away. Look at the man on the ring. She was satisfied. Later Jin Ringsu found out who Liena, the saint of Wuhun Temple. I also like seniors. Even before that too, Liena uses the rules of exposure adventure. Confessed to the seniors. Be rejected. Also make temper offended seniors. But Jin Ringsu still couldn't feel at ease because Liena is more grounded than her passionate, bold. You can ignore the eyes of outsiders to express love for the elders. Jin Ringsu didn't dare to do that. She knows her own strength and identity. Simply not enough to go look up to the seniors. I can only choose to stay silently in the distance. Look at this man. Deep in my heart I fantasize. One day I can be looked up to by this man. Looking forward to his love. Enter the luck challenge. After the secret realm on the Canyon of Kings map, Jin Ringsu was killed by Tang Hao. Use the God 9 to test the bad luck cards. Forcibly erase the open ones on the body. 9 tests on the legacy of the God of Angels. Just when she was seriously injured. A moment of despair. Seniors appeared. Came to one with her consciousness. A small world of whiteness. Sitting close to Jin Ringsu, constantly encourage and comfort. It's those plain words to Jin Ringsu, the hope of reviving. Also at that time women are even more helpless. Love this high above noble, a man with thousands of hours in the bottom of my heart. Make one free for him, a position that cannot be replaced by anyone. But inferiority complex emerges. Let Jin Ringsu deeply aware the gap between the two seniors are themselves all their lives. Unattainable heights and goals. When parting, Jin Ringsu summoned up her courage. Before putting yourself into the luck challenge, the baked goods are sent out. When the senior accepted the pastry, the woman is very happy. For a moment, it feels like the whole world is beautiful. Tower when she came from the mouth of a silly girl after learning that the senior likes her, full of joy, excited, beyond words. I didn't expect myself to be here day and night. My heart misses my secret love. The person you secretly like also likes you. The luckiest thing in the world. No more than this. After going through untold hardships, after passing the health tower test, Jin Ringsu came outside. I saw that misadmired man. The heart is overwhelmed by happiness. She is in the whole person. When being hugged by a senior, feeling uncomfortable, shy again. Happy. All kinds of emotions came to mind. That time it was Jin Ringsu leaning in the arms of a man for the first time. The object is still the person you like. It's senior. She understands. I have been thorough. Period. Fall in love with this man. Obsessed with, dependent on him. The relationship between the two finally went one step further. Jin Ringsu was happy about this for a long time. In self-abased and affectionate. Deeper and deeper. The difference that day. Soon Jin Ringsu met her senior again. The seniors came for them. Choose to sign up for the challenger on the top of the canyon. Open the king points, draw down the whole process. Senior, even when facing other people they are all majestic, but only when looking at himself there is tenderness in both eyes. To this Jinriksu was very sweet in her heart after all. She was worried before with the strength and height of the predecessors. Is it just to play with yourself? Although according to the predecessors' behavior and attitude all the way, Jinriksu knew that Senior was not that kind of person. Can be a woman as a normal woman, no matter how strong she is, the mind is still sensitive. Not to mention there is also a look that is not lost on Liena. He also adores his elders. After parting, Jinriksu put all her emotions into a temporarily buried in the heart for the upcoming top of the canyon. Full of anticipation, she just wants to become a god as soon as possible. Prove your abilities to your seniors instead just of ace. Jinriksu has a strong attribute in her bones to be excited. Until this evening, Jinriksu and her mother Bibi Dong rehabilitation in the cave space is torn apart. The man she misses deep down in her heart appear in front of yourself. The restrained heart of the daughter's family was lit unstoppable after mother Bibi Dong left. Jinriksu saw Senior open your arms, immediately understand what it means. Although shy inside, trying to maintain the reservedness of her daughter's family, but still the body is out of control towards the man in front of him that he admired. Walked over. Jinriksu knew seniors will come to see me. His mind has been proven. Hold it and pinch it again. It's just that I'm wrong. Hypocritical. P.S. I really want to write the relationship between Lin Feng and Jinriksu once and for all, but this chapter has a word count of 6,500 and cannot be written anymore. Wait for the next chapter to be updated. Chapter 206 Involuntary. Establish a relationship with Jinriksu. Punish the silly girl. The Battle of Jialing Pass begins. Healthy love develops relationships. It must be one side first. Unleash good feelings. If the other party also has a good impression, then the two of each other, you can try to walk towards each other. In this rushing process, various reasons and gestures stand still, just waiting for the other side to chase, not willing to take a step. Jinriksu came here on her own initiative in front of the seniors. Out of the shyness and reservedness of the daughter's family force her to stop, and it was the senior hugged tightly. Although she had already expected it would be something like this, but at the moment of being hugged my heart still throbbed a bit. The long lost feeling of happiness welled up in my heart. To the back the senior embraced Jinriksu's hands. Start dishonest. That made her wake up suddenly. Stopped in time. Jinriksu didn't expect it. Seniors will pretend to be angry to amuse themselves. But it scared her a lot with this man. Be scared all the time then? Jinriksu couldn't help asking. Words from the heart. Senior, do you treat other women like you treat me? Then tiny gestures make Jinriksu. Period. Heartbreak and sadness. An endless inferiority complex. All in this moment. All rushed out. She hugged him. Let him hold himself tight. Actively move each other's hands. Grab it and put it on your waist. This is Jinriksu's attitude. This is her determination. Emotions. Jinriksu was also in the process. Feel the fiery love from the seniors. Thoroughly, totally in love with him. Conquered in the heart. For this man I care about. Free up a special slot. Unfortunately a world for two of them alone. It was broken by Hoyuheo when Jinriksu was released. Looking at the man in front of him, say the last words of cheering. Tear open space and turn around when you are about to walk into it. All the emotions in her heart can no longer control. All erupt at this moment. Finally ask that passage. Senior, will you still treat me so well in the future? I'm afraid that if Senior leaves today, everything will change in the future. It's come to this point. Jinriksu found her emotions already restrained and influenced by this man. Delicate little face wet with tears. Eye sockets are red, full of sadness. Looking at the man in front of him, the gap between the two is really too big. She was really scared. Lin Feng didn't expect it. Jinriksu was fine just now. Emotions can suddenly become so agitated. Look at the tears on her face. Drop by drop. My heart is very distressed. Lin Feng took a deep breath. I'm just leaving for a while. Of course I will always treat you well, love you forever. Only Jinriksu did not, because his words calmed down a little. Instead, she cried even more sadly. Lin Feng, in order to avoid outside the cave, Bibi Dong and the others misunderstood, can only isolate the sound as for here and the outside world. The screen shot above the sky was covered up by him early on. For a while there was an echo in the cave. Jinriksu's sad cry, incomparably depressing. It lasted for 10 minutes. No matter how much Lin Feng coaxed him, it was useless. Finally Jinriksu gradually calmed down. There were tears in his eyes. Look at the handsome face in front of you. Look into his eyes. He choked up and said in a low voice, Senior, can you stop calling me Jinriksu? Call me by my nickname. Can Xiaoxu do it? Lin Feng uses his right hand wipe away the tears for the woman in my arms. He nodded and smiled and said, of course it's fine. Xiaoxu, paused. He continued, Xiaoxu, when it's just the two of us, just call me Lin Feng. Jinriksu moved her lips. Woman, Lin Feng didn't expect it. Noble, glamorous. The smart and extraordinary Jin Ringsu. Even after the two confessed their feelings, emotions become so sensitive. He lowered his head and kissed her forehead and said, Xiaoxu, actually I haven't, as lofty as you imagine, I'm just an ordinary man, shouldered, it's easy to be involuntary that way. Period. Losing the happiness that ordinary people have, after Lin Feng said these words. He sighed heavily before crossing. He is on Blue Star. An ordinary worker. Not much ambition. You can come through time travel. After Douluo Continent. Got a system. Get supreme power. Start playing the role of star official, at first. He's thankful for that. Douluo ultimate power, but with the challenge of the star official on again the appearance of the angel want to destroy Douluo Continent. He can only turn back time, kill the angel, annihilate the god realm. The luck of heaven and earth bound to Douluo Continent, become an angel not so long ago, obtain the first ray of primordial purple energy. After absorption, will Douluo Continent from the lowly small world evolved into an intermediate small world, attract the space killer. The ape demons in the realm of the god emperor invaded 13 universes and thus learned about the mysteries of the Hongmeng world. Now Lin Feng must hurry up, let Douluo Continent complete the unification, conceive what the world needs to evolve Hongmeng Ziki, improve strength, enhance the origin of the 13 universes, and then resist the powerhouses of other universes. I don't know when it started, everything become unmanageable. He was also just walking along. It's just advancing along the established path. Jin Ringsu leaned against the man's arms. Saw him for the first time. Showing such a helpless, melancholy look. Heart-inspiring. She opened her mouth and thought. Say something comforting. Finally swallowed it back. Achieve it by yourself, it's better not to ask. Just stay quietly by his side. Jin Ringsu wiped the corners of her eyes. Wept softly a few times. Adjust the state. A sweet smile appeared on his face. He wrapped his hands around the man's neck, looked into his eyes. Seriously and affectionately said, Lin Feng, moved. As long as she is there. No matter how difficult it is. Neither is a problem. Xiaoxu, thank you. Lin Feng clasped his arms tightly. A woman's small waist. Kiss him hard again. Jin Ringsu groaned shyly. This time she didn't resist compared to before. Current state of mind and thoughts. Many have been corrected. After a few minutes, Lin Feng let go of Jin Ringsu, her cheeks flushing. Now she is happy and satisfied, smiled and said, Xiaoxu, why don't you come with me? Don't participate in the top of the canyon tomorrow. Follow me from now on, I will make your wish come true. Achieving the god of destruction. Jin Ringsu was still shy for a second. In a sweet mood, it was a second of surprise. The three words follow me in the man's mouth makes her eye sockets moist, weeping with joy. This is moved to tears. Jin Ringsu buried her head in Lin Feng's arms. He shook his head slightly and said, Lin Feng, I have your words, that's enough, but I want to work my way through. To achieve the position of god of destruction, I want to tell everyone in the world, prove to mom and grandpa and all of them, Jin Ringsu, also a powerful woman, I'm not a vase. Lin Feng heard Jin Ringsu in his arms. The last sentence uttered with a serious face. Period. Bitterly smiled and said, Xiaoxu, you don't have to care what other people think, as long as I know your hard work, know your diligence, will suffice. Jin Ringsu got up from his arms. Find out the relationship between me and you. There will definitely be some bad news, gossip. Lin Feng could only say, okay, Xiaoxu, as you go, I have faith in you too. Suddenly, at this moment, Jin Ringsu didn't know it was think of something. Look affectionate, excited look into his eyes. Seer said, Lin Feng, no matter what happens in the future, no matter how many women like you, as long as you don't drive me away, I'm a stalker, stay by your side too. Jin Ringsu was talking. The eyes became red again. Lin Feng quickly hugged her. A pass to comfort until dawn. Lin Feng was reluctant. Released Jin Ringsu from her arms. Caress her cheek. Gentle said, Xiaoxu, it's almost dawn. I should go too. It's noon today. It's time for the top of the canyon to open. You can tell Bibi Dong and the others in advance. Jin Ringsu watched this man in front of him. I didn't expect myself to be there last night. Establish a relationship with seniors. This was before. I can't even think about it. But that's how it happened. Can now. In addition to her full sense of happiness. Still a little bit under pressure. Ringsu, no matter what, desperately improves strength. Neither can reach. You can only become a god as soon as possible. Only then can the gap between the two be narrowed. Jin Ringsu smiled and nodded, looking into the man's eyes. He said, Lin Feng, you go about your business. I'll be fine. You just wait for me at the top of the canyon. Achieve the God of Destruction position, Rinxu's head. He nodded and said, okay. The two exchanged pleasantries again and said goodbye. He then tore open the space into it. And the moment Lin Feng disappeared. Isolation in the cave. Feng last night void world Lin Feng came back here. I saw Shanyu walking over with a smirk on her face, arms around, playfully said, owner, you and Jin Rinxu last night, it's so romantic. Is this the love of you humans? Silly girl is very envious. It's a pity that silly girl is just a mobile phone, no human emotions, otherwise, you can fall in love with a master. Lin Feng rolled his eyes at silly girl. He doesn't think so. Last night, it was blocked by the majestic purple air. Silly girl can peep into it. The situation of himself and Jin Rinxu. Consciousness is released. Perceive the entire Canyon of Kings. The situation of all challengers in the map. After confirming that there is no mutation. Take back the consciousness. Shan Yu smiled and leaned over. Holding Lin Feng's arm. With a smile, he said, owner, with Jin Rinxu, the relationship between you is sure. Have you made great progress? Period. Owner, you said Jin Rinxu's body is soft. Is it because the silly girl's body is soft? In addition, silly girl's buttocks are higher than Jin Rinxu's. Has the master made a good comparison? A silly girl, I am afraid that the world will not be chaotic. Finish. Take Lin Feng's hand, put it on your own on the buttocks wrapped in red leather pants. A very proud look on his face. Lin Feng stared at Shan Yu indifferently. If looks could kill. Silly girl has long been turned into dust. He withdrew his hand. But he hasn't said anything yet. Silly girl has already hid far away. Smiling and said, owner, girl, master is the best. Bless the master and Jin Rinxu, happy future, long, long, long. The house is full of children and grandchildren, longevity. Lin Feng looked at the silly girl who was laughing and making trouble. The anger just rose in my heart, directly eliminated. He gave her a blank look. Never mind. But when he turned around, the silly girl said again, owner, you were just last night, go find Jin Rinxu. You actually forgot about Liena. Isn't that justified, master? You are not. Do you like Liena? When the silly girl finished her last word, the whole body suddenly by a strong suction sucked towards Lin Feng. No matter how she mobilizes the energy in her body, but he couldn't resist at all. A look of fear appeared in the silly girl's eyes and screamed, owner? Silly girl knew she was wrong. Silly girl. Stop talking nonsense. The master will spare the silly girl this time. Silly girl doesn't dare anymore. Lin Feng now heard Shan Yu's voice, just upset. In the hand is the majestic purple air, conjures a piece of gummed paper, quickly paste the silly girl's mouth, only then let her go. Silly girl jumped up and down anxiously on the spot. She did everything she could. Can't do it. Peel off the tape on the mouth. I can only look pitiful. Come to Lin Feng's side, shaking his arm slightly. His eyes prayed. Lin Feng this time did not get used to her. Take out what Liena gave him before that food box. Put down, said, silly girl. When are you waiting? Put the pastry in this food box. Eat it all. I'll take off the tape for you again. The silly girl was dumbfounded. Both hands pointed to the mouth stuck. He pointed to the food box again with a mournful face. It expresses that the mouth is stuck. How to eat means Lin Feng followed the example of a silly girl just now, arms around. He looked at her with a bad smile and said, silly girl, you can figure it out. I won't care about you anymore. The words fell. Lin Feng relieved his anger and gave Shan Yu a blank look. Leave the void world. Leave silly girl here alone, holding a food box in hand with a mournful face. I can only do it in a hurry. Her idea of taping paper again, but even if you use all your strength still can't tear off the tape on the mouth. Want to cry but have no tears. Outside world. It's late at night. Immediately to the plains assembled here 2 million troops and 2 empires. Finished Soul Master of the 4 Elements Academy. The Soul Masters of the Zhu family and other inherited families array at the forefront as the siege vanguard for the siege cavalry. Siege chariots make their way. Everything it is already ready. The war is imminent. Period. Heaven Dao Emperor Zubang. Star Luo Emperor Dai Xiangxing. Board the main guard chariot respectively. Stabilize the armed forces. 2 empires. 2 million troops. Countless soul masters gathered here. Unity is strength. Imposing. All have a common enemy. Wuhan Hall. Xiandao. Millions of troops in front of the formation said. Soldiers of the Heaven Dao Empire, because of the oppression and brutality of the Spirit Hall, make the situation in Douluo Continent becoming precarious. The situation of all forces is grim. If you let Spirit Hall go on like this, then sooner or later, the entire Douluo Continent will fall, also be displaced. The life is in charcoal. So, today we are all gathered here. Let's work together. One bang, break through Jialing Pass, destroy the Spirit Hall. Return the world to a peaceful and prosperous world. Xiandao millions of troops immediately the sound was deafening shouts, the Empire must win, destroy the Spirit Hall, the Empire must win, destroy the Spirit Hall, Star Luo millions of troops in front of the formation Star Luo Emperor Dai Xiangxing also cheered up, soldiers of the Star Luo Empire, we don't want to start a war either, but the existence of Wuhundian, it's the biggest cancer on Douluo Continent, Wuhundian all these years, ambition, all kinds of atrocities, tyranny, everyone knows it, nowadays, the Pope of the Spirit Hall, Great Priest and others, enter the luck challenge, although all the staff of Spirit Hall, tens of millions of civilians have become soul masters, but the high-level title Douluo's combat power has disappeared, to the Hall of Spirits, there is no need to be afraid, I must take this opportunity, destroy it, you can't leave it to the Spirit Hall, any respite, this battle, it will, recorded in history, bless the Douluo Continent, let's conquer Jialing Pass together, destroy the Spirit Hall, the army of the million-star Luo Empire with all Soul Master organizations shouted in unison, campaign the Jialing Pass, destroy the Spirit Hall, campaign the Jialing Pass, destroy the Spirit Hall, the sound was earth shattering spread in all directions. Xiandao millions of troops in front of the formation Marshal Zhelong rides. The beast Sawtooth tiger waving the spear in his hand stimulates soul power. The voice of the three armies roared. The Heaven Dao army obeys orders. Keep in formation. Start moving forward. Next moment. Distributed in various positions of the army. Blowing soldiers. At the same time sound the horn of attack. The voice is melodious. All over the Liena plain. Headed by the four elemental colleges. The Soul Master Legion began to advance. Two-headed monitor lizard, the longsword in his hand, pointed to the sky. The strong voice resounded through the three armies. The Star Luo army obeys the order. Keep in formation. Move forward. Distributed in various locations. Blowing soldiers blow the horn of attack. A team of Soul Master families headed by the Zhu family start pushing forward. The army of millions followed closely behind. The momentum is raging. Megatron in all directions inside the 2 million troops of the two empires. Lin Feng led of the 7 treasure glazed tile school. All sect disciples follow along. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Period. Be ready anytime. Auxiliary to the army. Plus, the 7 treasure glazed tile skull used to be there. In Tang San's hand. Bought a lot. Godly's huge crossbow. Zhuangmin disciples have a set of staff. Combat power should not be underestimated. Tang Zio led the way. The 7 elders of the sect with a group of Hao Xianzong disciples. Escort the army forward will be added to. Inside the vanguard of the first attack for the advancement of the follow-up army. Open circuit, clear the way. A large number of folks spontaneously formed Soul Master Team. Be with you. They all joined the plan to destroy the Wuhun Temple. Put in some effort also for meritorious deeds. Poison Douluo Dugubo standing on top of the Jade Phosphorus Snake Emperor recommended for flying in the air. The power and influence are not bad. The Battle of Jialing Pass. Take 2 empires headed by the Heaven Dao Empire and the Star Luo Empire. Summon an army of 2 million. Go to Jialing Pass. Soul Masters from various forces. They all came to help. Gather in Liena Plain. Salas as Wuhundian, the celebrity in front of Pope Bibi Dong not involved. Go to Star Dao Forest, hunt and kill soul beasts. It comes naturally. Commander of this war, he flies into the air. Stare down. Already in the 300,000 army in front of an army of 500,000 low level soul masters put out their respective formations. Elephant Armor Sect, Wind Sword Sect, Black Tiger Sect, Fire Leopard Sect, Chamomile Sect, Queffin Sect, and other sect formations formed Jialing Pass. The strongest 6 fronts, nearly 1,000 sect soul masters. The strength is not bad. Cooperate with the arrays of their respective sects. Means of combat, it can be played on the battlefield. Extremely powerful. Behind Bishop Salas 1,000. This strength has reached the contra level. Cardinal assemble here. There are 1,000 of them. It is the current Wuhundian. The strongest combat power will cooperate with the disciples of the 6 sects to eradicate from the 2 empires Soul Master Team, including members of Hao Xianzong. In addition, destroy the 7 treasure glazed tile school auxiliary. Increase. This is the battle, the key to winning. Bishop Salas shouted loudly. Subjects of Wuhundian, soldiers, nowadays, my lord the Pope and the great offering, young master, the saint and others, enter the luck challenge. Compete for opportunities to improve your strength. For my Spirit Hall, all the staff, increase innate soul power, increase your soul power. What a great grace, nothing in return. At this very moment, the two empires gather 2 million troops, unite Heoxianzong, 7 treasure-glazed tile school and other forces, prepare to storm Jialing Pass. I will swear to protect it to the death. You can't say no, otherwise the people of Wuhun Temple behind you, it will be slaughtered by the cavalry of the two empires. The life is in charcoal. Let us unite as one. All people are united. Guard Jialing Pass. Resist the attack of the armies of the two empires. We must believe it. Second, priest and other high-level powerhouses in the spirit hall. They'll definitely be back in time. By that time, it's also my spirit hall, at the peak. Period. Two empires, the Haoshan School and the 7 treasure-glazed tile school and other forces, it must be defeated. The future of Douluo Continent, it belongs to the spirit hall. It belongs to us. Resist the imperial attack. Wuhun Temple must win. In front of Jialing Pass and Jialing Pass, disciples of the 6 sects, 300,000 troops, an army of 500,000 low-level soul masters, countless soldiers stationed on the city wall, all in this moment shouted in unison, resist the imperial attack. Wuhun Temple must win. Resist the imperial attack. Wuhun Temple must win. Douluo and others. The disappearance of high-level strong people is timid. Be discouraged. On the contrary, it aroused the fighting spirit even more magnificent, invincible, immediately plain. It is the entire Douluo world, one of the largest plains in the central continent. It is the sum of the two empires, the divisional line of the Wuhun Temple. The terrain is flat, unobscured. March here. All situations will be censored in the sky of Wuhun Temple, spotted by scouts. The situation is not good. Night covering the entire Douluo continent, make heaven and earth. It was dark night sky. There were 27 of them screen, except for the swallowed bow. Sakesy, there is a problem with that screen. The rest of the screen all appear in the luck challenge, the case of all challengers, but this time creatures on the continent. There is no time to take care of it. Focus on immediately plain of two empires, 2 million troops and clear sky school, 7 treasure glazed tile school, etc. Soul master power gather here will be tonight. He rushed to Jialing Pass with Wuhun Temple strongest force. Unfold the world's long awaited battle of Jialing Pass. At first battle of Jialing Pass from thousands of years later, a genius soul master in Douluo Continent, Hoyu Heo's mouth. It's the Heaven Dao army. The final battle to destroy the Wuhun Temple. Tang San became the god of sea. God Anahura at Jialing Pass strongly beheaded the one who killed the spirit hall, the god of angels Jinringsu Bibi Dong, the god of Rakshasa. After this battle, Wuhun Temple was defeated, was destroyed, completely reduced to the history of Douluo Continent. Can these future things will happen because of Hoyu Heo's exposure cause everything? They are all moving in an uncontrollable direction. Tang San, Jinringsu, Bibi Dong, none of the three became gods with a great priest of Wuhan Hall and others enter the luck challenge. The original Xiandao Million Army, the Star Luo Million Army, has been added. The determination to destroy the Wuhan Temple in one fell swoop. One can imagine this side of Wuhan Temple. Although there is Jinringsu, 2 potions help tens of millions of people. The innate soul power is improved, soul power increased. 88 births can be born. Quasi-title Douluo 6 offerings, 12 title Douluo elders all disappeared, make the overall combat power not rising but falling. Now facing the two empires, 2 million troops attacked plus Heoxianzong, the 7 treasure glazed tile sect and other forces. Soul master reinforcements Wuhan Hall. Period. The situation at Jialing Pass quite grim. Immediately plain Xiandao, millions of troops in front of the formation. Marshal Zhelong's majestic voice sounded, soldiers of the Heaven Dao Empire, ready to fight. Various warships, gunners, stormtroopers, they came out one after another and advanced. Be prepared. The horn of attack sounded. Formation. Akan marshal thick and powerful. The voice said, soldiers of the Star Luo Empire, ready to fight. All kinds of warships and war beasts. Cavalry, soul master team. Get out, advance attack. Immediately 2 empires, 2 million troops entered level 1 standby state. The sound of the trumpet to heaven resounding through the sky and the earth. Vigorous inspiring boost morale. Marshal Zhelong ordered, the stormtroopers obey orders, launch an attack. The soul master team is covering the flanks. Sweep away those who come to stop us. For the army, Wuhun Temple Soul Master Corps, fight, 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 fight. Immediately in a burst of firestorms, the 100,000 pioneers advanced rapidly. 4 Elements Academy and a team of folk soul masters take cover to the left and right. The vanguard marched forward mightily. Kill to Jialing Pass. Marshal Akan issued an order. All vanguards obey orders, start attacking. The Zhu family and other soul master families, cover on both sides. Assist the vanguard advancing. Those who broke through the spirit hall, the line of defense of the Soul Master Legion, breaking the city gate. Star Luo, millions of troops and the soul masters of countless soul master families shouted loudly, fight, 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 fight. Immediately afterwards, in bursts of war drums, the vanguard began to charge unparalleled power in one go, heading towards Jialing Pass at full speed. All Soul Master families advance with cover on both sides. In front of Jialing Pass, deployment is complete. On the tower, Bishop Salas, a purple soul power was squeezed out in his hand. The sky bloomed like fireworks, incomparably bright and gorgeous, majestic. Issued an order. The vanguard army obeys orders. Launch an attack. All the disciples of the Elephant Armor sect obey the order. Condensed defensive formation. Assist the stormtroopers. Scatter the armies of the two empires. Avoid both. The enemy's Soul Master team. Start a large-scale soul attack. Influence the advancement of the vanguard. The Bird Peak sect obeys the order. All disciples of the sect are dispatched. Target enemy stormtroopers in the air. Concentrated strangulation. Remember not to get entangled with the enemy's Soul Master team. With Bishop Salas, one order: 50,000 troops. With hundreds of thousands of low-level Soul Master legions. Start pushing forward. A disciple of the Elephant Armor sect take the lead. Summon the martial spirit inherited from the sect Diamond Mammoth. Exercising the secret method of the sect condensed into a solid barrier. At the forefront of the stormtroopers. Keep pushing. Enough to ensure defense at the same time. Everything close by. The two Imperial stormtroopers. Kill them all the disciples of the Bird Peak sect. Hundreds of people took to the air inside the defensive barrier of the Elephant Armored sect. Period. Go forward at a constant speed. Summon a staggering number of them. Finch, be the tail is sharp and the venomous stinger is at the ready. You can take the lives of enemy soldiers at any time. Two great empires and Wuhuntian stormtroopers on both sides accompanying Soul Master Legion. Team take 1 east 1 west and 2 directions. Advance to the center of Liena Plain. Charge between heaven and earth. During this process, the monstrous battle drums sounded from both sides. Shouts. Charge sound. One after another. The horn of war has been sounded. The armies of both sides were in high spirits. The distance between them is getting closer. Seeing that there are only dozens of miles left. About to get in touch? Inside the armies of the two empires, a huge, the resplendent 7 treasures glazed pagoda rises. A powerful soul power increase in the stormtroopers of the two empires and the Soul Master team. The suzerain of the 7 treasures glazed sect Ning Feng Zhi Ling Ran's voice spread the word. All the disciples of the 7 treasure glazed tile sect obey the order. Release the martial spirit immediately. Amplify the army. Ning Fengzi was behind him, headed by Ning Rongrong, a group of disciples of the 7 treasures glazed tile school. His face was serious. They answered in unison, obey, suzerain. Immediately afterwards, 7 treasure glazed towers rise one after another. Assemble the entire sect. The soul power of all disciples converged into colorful light plays a role in battery life. In this way Ning Fengzi almost got it, a steady stream of soul power blessings. It was originally only 10 meters in size. The true body of the 7 treasures glazed pagoda suddenly become 10 times larger, reached an unprecedented level of 100 meters, shine brightly like heaven and earth treasures. All attention from the 7 treasures glazed pagoda drapes soft radiance, the first to bless in the charge of the two empires Soul Master team, Soul Master organization and others. In front of the Shiandao Charge Army, a team of Soul Masters affiliated with Kamikaze Academy. All fly into the air. Headed by Dean Kamikaze. Issued the order, disciples of Kamikaze Academy, obstacles. Immediately more than 100 from a senior Soul Master of Lin Feng Academy turned into blue light and surpassed a vanguard, directly attacked the direction of the charging army of Wuhun Temple. Dean Kamikaze shouted loudly, start the attack. More than 100 senior Soul Masters from Kamikaze Academy shout in unison, yes, Dean. Away Elephant Armor sect. Here Hu Yanli acted, the grandson of Hu Yanzhen, the lord of the Elephant Armor sect. Excellent talent. The share belongs to the direct line. This time it belongs to the Elephant Armor sect. Army commander on the chariot laughing wildly and shouting, disciples of the Elephant Armor sect, all obey orders. Them, my Elephant Armored sect's strongest defensive formation, Diamond. Xiangang. More than 100 disciples of the Elephant Armor sect look excited. He is big and strong, shouted in unison, obey, young suzerain, Weevil, Diamond. Xiangang. Period. Gradient colors from the very beginning turns blue, instantly covered with indestructible diamonds. The defensive ability skyrocketed far away. The sky of Kamikaze Academy. The sword feather descends. Dense bombardment on the defensive barrier. Extremely fierce, possess powerful destructive power. Can now, but it's like drizzle. The defense of the barrier cannot be broken at all, not even a single crack in front of the two armies, the soldiers of the Wuhun Temple. The Legion see this scene morale is even higher. Speed up the stormtroopers of the two Empire's Soul Master team. All of them have ugly faces condensed from the elephant armor sect's super defensive barrier like a giant turtle shell. The assault army protecting the Wuhun Temple advanced. We are about to approach our own stormtroopers. If it is approaching with the domineering power of the defensive barrier 100,000 stormtroopers, there will be heavy losses. The consequences could be disastrous. The Dean of Blazing Academy led Ho Wu and the others to accelerate forward. Shouted out, "Blazing Academy, come to support." The Dean of Xianshu College lead Shuibinger and others to accelerate forward. Shouted out, "Xianshu Academy, come to support." The Dean of Thunder Academy support. Dean of Kamikaze Academy. He looked behind him for support personnel of other Elemental Academy. He nodded and said, "Well, I'll be together." Break the tortoise shell of the elephant armored sect. All members of Kamikaze Academy, strengthen the soul skill attack. Immediately the sword feathers all over the sky are not only the number skyrocketed, the power is also improved a lot. Dean of Kamikaze Academy 8 spirit rings, 2 yellow, 2 purple, 4 black, rose from under his feet, shouted violently. The 7th soul skill, Avatar of Martial Soul, behind it a huge wind attribute wind spirit eagle is condensed. The 8th spirit ring under his feet lit up, then drink. The 8th soul skill, wind spirit's howl. Air huge wind spirit eagle. Suddenly from the mouth of the eagle in the form of sound waves there was a burst of roaring sound, sweeping the entire elephant armored sect legion. Stormtroopers and the Quefeng sect legion are affected. In the chariot sect, immediately hold on to your mind, divide part of the mental power to against sonic attacks. The Dean of Blazing Academy. It is a slim figure bust, a young woman. The slender index finger slid across his own flaming lips, sneered. All staff of Blazing Academy obey orders. Assist fire dance. Complete self-created soul defense skills, fire dance and shining sun attack. Yes, Dean, raised to level 30. Obtain a heaven-defying cultivation talent in a short period of time. Soul power has reached level 69. Soul Emperor. There is only one step away from the Soul Saint. Huao seems to have become the leader of Blazing Academy in the future. By more than 100 members. Soul power package. Lift it up into the air. Push your hands up. A steady stream of fire attribute soul power come together, condensed into a crimson flower, exuding extremely high temperature. There is a giant fire lotus several meters in size. The petals of the fire lotus withered little by little. The breath is also constantly expanding. Absorbing the soul power sent from below reached the strongest state. The power is comparable to Contra, fire dance, Yaoyang. Huao floats in the air holding the huge fire lotus above with both hands toward the distance. The elephant armored sect's defensive barrier was thrown away. Fire lotus contains extreme high temperature. Wherever you go the moisture in the air is completely evaporated. There was a crackling sound. Solid and defensive barriers collide together. The fire lotus fully bloomed, gorgeous. Beautiful like a volcanic eruption. The flames exploded, falling from the sky in a large area, deals secondary damage to defensive barriers, but the elephant armor sect owns it. Known as the strongest defense on the mainland. Inherit martial spirit diamond mammoth, a combination of defense and strength. Huao Yaoyang is powerful but still can't blast with diamond Xiangyang defensive barriers. Crush. The Dean of Xianshu College. It's a girl in a blue skirt. She has a flirtatious figure, hot middle-aged woman, unlimited charm, not inferior to young girls, sneered. All the staff of Xianshu Academy obey the order. Cloth ice barrier, summon the frost spear, break the defensive barrier of the elephant armored sect, headed by Shuibinger. More than 100 people from Xianshu College young ladies simultaneously cast the ice attribute martial soul in. It belongs to Shuibinger's ice phoenix martial soul, the most powerful and stunning. Shuibinger's younger sister Shui are right by her side. Martial soul snowflake. The two performed together martial soul fusion technique. The ice and snow withered. I saw an extremely cold one. The ice phoenix flew into the air. Hover. Soar. Shuibinger and Shuiyu jump on the head of the ice phoenix. Merged the two spirits together. Two strands of ice attribute soul power. The moment they touch each other world, in this instant the temperature dropped suddenly, centered on the ice phoenix. The ice and snow drifted away. An area with a radius of 100 meters. The ground freezes here, becomes the whole the best battleground for all members of Xianshu Academy. The snow and ice fell all over the sky, restricting the sight of Wuhan Hall, the elephant armor sect legion, and the advancing speed of the assault army and the Quefengzong legion. All attributes are weakened by 10%. This is from the field of ice special effect. The top ice phoenix spirit, a martial soul fusion technique. Performed paired with Xianshu Academy assisted by Ice Soul Power, the effect is even higher. There are still a large number of Xianshu Academy personnel. Soul rings rose from the feet of all of them, summoned in the air a handful of sharp frost spears towards the elephant armored sect legion. The condensed defensive barrier bombarded away for a while. The stormtrooper of Wuhun in advanced speed effected come to a complete stop. Although the defensive barrier is still there impregnable, there is no flaw, but the price to pay is more than 100 disciples of the elephant armor sect transported with a lot of soul power. The situation is not optimistic. Commander of the Quefeng sect legion, it is the suzerain Sparrow, is a cold breath. A woman wearing the battle uniform of the Bird Peak sect. His eyes were as vicious as a poisonous snake staring in front of the defensive barrier blocking the advance of the stormtroopers. The Heaven Dao Empire's 4 Elemental Academy. Sparrow snorted coldly. The disciples of the Bird Peak sect obey the order. Launch an attack on me. Let the 4 elemental colleges of the Heaven Dao Empire look at the power of my Bird Peak sect. More than 100 elite disciples of the Bird Peak sect, they answered in unison. Obey, suzerain. 4 Elements Academy. Although there are numbers, there is also the advantage of diversification of martial soul attributes. But let's talk about overall strength. District College. It is impossible to be with someone who has inherited martial spirit. Compared with Zongman, more than 100 disciples of the Bird Peak sect summon hundreds of heads. Finch B. Fly out of the defensive barrier. Facing the 4 elemental colleges. Take advantage of air combat stingers. It fell down overwhelmingly. In an instant. There are quite a few colleges of the 4 elements for convenience. People were injured and poisoned. If not treated in time, there is no doubt that he must die. Then hundreds of bees. Divide half the amount. Fly towards the direction of the Xiandao charge army. Attack. It is true that the 2 empires have 2 million troops. Stinger attack of the bee in just 10 seconds. Casualties numbered in the hundreds. The Xiandao charge army can only be collective. Hold your shield high. Form a defensive front in order to part of its stinger attack, but the number of casualties is still soaring. The morale of the Heaven Dao Empire suffered a setback. The staff of the 4 Elements Academy, his complexion changed drastically, but it has not waited for the 4 principals to make a defend decision. Strategic deployment. The Star Luo Empire's Vanguard Soul Master team arrived. Possess the ghost civet spirit. Inheritance family. Zhu family. Zhu Yaozi, the head of the Zhu family. 8 soul rings rose from under his feet. Followed by 4 contra elders. Shouted, soldiers of the Heaven Dao Empire, don't panic. Of the elephant armored sect, the dean of the 4 Elements Academy look at each other and nod. With Zhu Yaozi Al fly into the air. All of them cast their martial soul avatars one after another. A soul skill with a strong breath was displayed. Cooperate with the staff of the 4 Elements Academy. A member of the Soul Master family of the Star Luo Empire. A massive offensive is brewing. Want to break through the elephant armor. Zongna in one fell swoop blessed with Diamond Xiangyang defensive barrier. Chapter 208. The battle was fierce. The elephant armor sect's defense was broken. The Bird B sect rose up to attack, supported by 100 contras. In front of Jialing Pass immediately playing 2 great empires and Wuhan battle between finally kicked off, relying on the 2 empires' 2 million troops and Heoxianzhuang's 7 treasure glazed tile school with the 4 elements of the academy headed by the Zhu family. Based on a group of soul master families. Combat power should not be underestimated. Followed by countless people spontaneously. An ordinary soul master army formed, so is strength extremely strong, but Wuhan the disappearance of the combat power of high-level soul masters with 2 super legions, Holy Dragon Legion, the departure of the Angel Legion, make actual combat power dropped significantly. In particular, there is no title Douluo on the battlefield. The strong of the level dominate the formation. The situation is not optimistic on Douluo Continent except for the Wuhan forces. Its soul master staff support. Outside of Wuhan, most of the forces common people are not optimistic about Wuhan if it's from Wuhan. Pope Bibi Dong. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.